everything else. But I had somebody else do this towel. I wasn't bothering with the fucking towel. My man, John Wick.
What up?
My guy. Thank you for coming, man. I appreciate this, yo.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, the only cop more photogenic than myself. I miss patrol because I used to have the illest pics, and I don't feel like I feel like I lost my crown.
Remember the Lawrence Arnell challenge?
Yes, yeah. Your boy Eric mentioned that on Facebook today.
He did.
Yeah, because I put up an old highway picture. I was starting to feel nostalgic and shit. I was like, this boy coming through here with his incredible portfolio. So I had to put some leather up on the Facebook today, right? But thank you for coming, man. I genuinely admire you. I feel like I've been living vicariously through you, especially since I've left patrol myself. It's very few dudes I know who get in the mix like you. I don't know how you...
I don't know how I do it either.
I don't know how you do it.
It's dumb luck.
See,
I'm telling you.
Now here's why I'm not buying that. Because I know where you work, and I know that if you didn't want to, you wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's not dumb luck. I know it's good police work. I don't know how you get the cameras out there is what I want to understand.
See, I believe that part is dumb luck. Because it never fails.
Okay. It really doesn't.
It never fails.
It really never fails. The Amtrak crash. The multiple shooting in the 18th. You come from the 18th district, which is, I feel like the 18th and the 22nd is like cursed.
It is. I think it is.
Multiple shooting out there where the great Sylvia Young got hurt. God bless her.
Our big sister.
Yes. The Amtrak crash. Tioga Street.
Once again, dumb luck.
This boy's everywhere. I figure you either Batman or Mr. Glass. I need you right now on the Arnell Agenda. I need you to declare right now. You gotta come clean, bro. Is you Batman or Mr. Glass?
I think it's somewhere underneath Batman.
Okay,
I'm not that skilled.
All right, but not quite Mr. Glass.
Not quite. Not Mr. Glass.
All right. Okay. All right. So, I wanted to talk to you because you currently have been doing some work in recruiting. Yes. There was an article posted not too long ago about the difficulties the department is having in recruiting, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want too much from you because I know there's only so much we could say. Mm-hmm. You read the article. How did you feel about the article?
I thought it was well timed. Mm-hmm. And it was released at a good point, especially with change coming with the new police commissioner coming in.
Oh, is there a new commissioner coming in?
Yeah, yes it is.
Is there a new commissioner coming in? Yeah. I wonder if she would be interested in making an appearance on the podcast.
Seems like she likes some podcasts too. A little TED Talks.
Commissioner Outlaw. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I wouldn't mind talking to my boss here on the podcast. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Hey, so that's well timed because she's coming in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's showing the article showed the disparities in our recruiting and that the department has faced. You know, and then even 2 commissioners ago, Ramsey did a good article about it in 2015, and how the department was hiring like 88% white people for like 5 straight years when they implemented that college thing. So it don't look like they put up the picture of the newest police class.
Right,
doesn't really look like the numbers changed.
It's kind of monochrome. It's monochrome is the word I like to use. Yeah,
monochrome. I like that. I like that. Yeah. But I mean, they interviewed a couple people in the article, and I thought it was pretty good stuff. They talked about like guys getting disqualified for little to nothing. Or dude said he was too honest. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if you could be too honest. I think it's on the department to be a little bit more understanding.
Yes, yeah. Like I think a lot of the weed stuff should be relaxed.
I mean, they're relaxing it for everybody else.
Right. Yeah. And when I say relax, like I know from what I understand, the people I talk to, people, are getting asked, well, okay, you smoked weed one or 2 times. Okay. Yeah. Did you chip in to buy that weed? What? Did you leave the premises to go buy that weed?
Wow.
Now
they trying to run a RICO case now.
Like okay, so now not only did you possess it, you purchased.
Oh wow.
Like it's weed. Like,
wow, they doing the interviews down in Strike Force now. All right. So now the article talked about how you guys did an event at LA Fitness. That's news to me. I never heard of that before.
Yes.
Is that something that's happening more often?
Yeah, it's been going on a lot. They randomly the recruiters show up at LA Fitness, ShopRites, things like that, like places, everyday places that you know, people who may have thought about may have like it crossed their mind here and there. Okay, and you go through and they see it like, you know what, let me put my name on that list to get that email when the application process does open.
I mean, it don't seem like a bad idea. Hit the gym and try some of these. They need to try some of these the MMA gyms.
Do we need that?
I don't know. I guess you really gonna have to sift through that demographic.
Yeah, you sift through TBI on top of
it'd be a few less cops on the street getting their ass beat on camera, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I personally think there should be an element of maybe some jiu-jitsu or something like that.
It should be full contact in the academy for at least a couple days.
How long do you think it's been since that's been the case?
They don't even do an obstacle course, so I don't even what are you even showing? Like, this is Philly. You will have to hop a gate. Minimum.
I thought I was going into the police academy and was going to be boxing.
State troopers do it.
You know what I mean? Like there's none of it. I'm actually glad I wasn't. Leon Tellisford was in my academy, was in my platoon. I don't know if I need. And we was actually partners in the defensive tactics class. We was partners too. Yeah, I don't know if I needed Telly punching me in my face. He's actually a trained boxer. I don't know if I needed that. It might have been a blessing in disguise. They cut that from the program.
Like, I would feel bad for whoever was like in the class with like Bird or Kyle Smith.
Oh man,
or opposite of them.
Ivy and Ron Gilbert. No, you are a member. What is it? Army National Guard, right? Mm-hmm. And you served with your boys, Bruce
and Brian Turner.
And Brian Turner and you actually did serve with them. That's what's up, y'all. So like when you say you served with them, y'all like in the same. Hart was your sergeant, right? Yeah. And Turner y'all were like the same platoon? Or?
Yeah, we were in the same platoon for a little bit, then we split up. We were in different platoons. Okay. But we were in the same company. So essentially like a district. We were in the same district.
Okay. All right. Because that's something I never quite understood either. I don't know how any of that works either.
Yeah, so you got one platoon, two platoon, three platoon. Right. Yeah. So that's all in the same district. Okay. But we all there at the same time, just each platoon have different missions. Like our last go around, Turner and them were basically the grunts. They go kicking doors. They do stuff like that. They expediently blow a hole in the wall, go in, clear the whole building. You know what I mean when I say clear the whole building?
Absolutely.
Basically, stack it up, y'all. That's it. And it's not like the movies too, which is crazy. They blow a hole in and go in and trying to be all quiet. Right. No, noise discipline is out the window. I just blew a hole in the door. They know I'm there. It's violence of action at this point. You go in and you kill everybody as fast as you can. Right. Or you take prisoners. We're not warmongers, of course, but you're going to do that. But
this is America. What are you talking about?
The other side, he was a striker platoon, and they had the big vehicles with the four wheels that move fast and silent. Okay, like them vehicles they a piece of work. They're actually pretty cool, the strikers. Wow. And I was in route clearance. Route clearance is. This is going to sound stupid because it is stupid. Okay. I don't hear anybody say, all right, nobody's been down this route in a couple of days. It's a heavy enemy presence down there. We're going to send y'all down there first. Okay. Driving 5 to 10 miles an hour in heavily armored vehicles looking for roadside bombs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the way to find certain bombs, you have to get out and look for them on foot. Like tripwire, so everybody stop, park, kick out, and I was in charge of dismounts. Wow. Get out, look for them. You'll find, and then in the middle of finding something, you will find it could be an ambush, it could be anything. And
so there's no way to do this from like the air or like
they have the air ones, but that's too much money.
Wow.
Right. It's exactly how it sounds.
That is crazy.
For this particular two conflicts we in, so I guess you can't really call them wars.
Right. Yeah. It's technically.
Yeah. So we have like this one vehicle called a Husky that is basically a giant mine detector you drive in. Okay. One person vehicle. You're sitting there with headphones on with mine detector, listening to the tone of. It can drive you crazy. You gotta get my man Harp in here on that one. That was his vehicle.
Oh,
that
word.
was his vehicle when he was in Iraq. And listen. The funniest thing with him is he was like, "Yeah, at one point I just stopped. I took my headphones off because I was hearing that tone in my sleep."
Yeah,
he said it was just even fuck it. He said you gotta get blown up or I don't. Either you find a bomb or you don't. Like, you ready to up to him? Yo, you good up there?
Yo, that's wild.
And then, lo and behold, he ain't even got a joint on.
The closest experience I've ever had to that is catching the subway to court in uniform. Right. So I used to catch the sub to court in uniform. One day this lady came up to me and said, "Somebody left that bag over there." and I'm afraid there might be a bomb in it, right? So you can't ignore the person, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I went over there and I pulled out my ass and I jammed it in the bag and I just looked at her and stirred it up. Yo, so I get where he was coming from.
That's how a lot of times we see stuff. Let's kick it or shoot it. Yeah. What is it? I'll shoot it. See what it is. Yeah, because otherwise, the reality is they want you out there with like a mine detector in the middle of the desert doing this. We all had good sergeants that showed us the right way. And was like, we're not gonna put nobody out there like this. It's not World War II. It's not World War II. Like, and in a force-on-force battle, people in my MOS have I think it was a 40-second lifespan in battle.
Wow.
40. That was in World War II, because everything's measured off of World War I and II. Right. That was like the real
war,
force on force. That was it. Yeah. You know, I think almost 1 million motherfuckers died in that war.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we go off that, and I'm like I said, I deal with a lot of the dismount stuff. So that's really where I get my rocks off. I like the stuff that Turner do. I love dismounting, clearing buildings. Like that was my thing. I could train you up on that. Like that was my thing. Right. But I got heavy into the bomb knowledge, like all the explosive knowledge. I'm sorry, I hate to say bomb, explosive knowledge. So like I was one of the few people, me and one of my other boys, James Jackson, we wanted like I think 8 people in the state, the PA that's went to this EOD school called Explosive Ordnance Clearing Agent. Okay. You have to know how every piece of explosive in the American Army, Russian Army, and we use some Chinese stuff too. Okay. You gotta know how to identify them.
Countries we might actually find ourselves in.
Yeah, and we're and Russia, as you know, gave their weapons to pretty much everyone. Because the AK is Alan Kalashnikov 47, made in 1947. Yeah. Everyone has that because they sold it for cheap, and it's the most durable weapon ever made. So
it's like the Glock of rifles.
And if you didn't like America, you got a free one. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, wow.
So at every region,
they all have them.
Yeah, it's great.
It is an oddly common weapon.
It's only 3 parts. I can teach you how to fire, shoot it, take it apart, and clean it in like 5 minutes.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I own one if you ever want
to. You know what? I do not own one. I have zero experience with rifles.
All right. Well,
none. Like I've never shot one. I've never owned one. I didn't get long gun trained on the job. I don't know. And I just never kind of got into them. But it's funny that you say that. I do want to try it because I've had zero experience with rifles.
Well, I've never shot my AK or an AK ever. So.
Really?
And we could pop that cherry one day. Let me know.
We got these
both
cameras.
Can do it. Yeah, we both can do it.
It'll be fun to watch. That's what's up. So, how did you determine that you were going to go into the Army? How did that come about? Because you was a ball player.
I was playing in like semi-pro leagues. We used to play in games where you got paid to play. You know what I mean? Okay. Here and there, different ways.
Above the rim.
Right, yeah.
You was a ringer. Yeah.
Right, you got paid to play. Then you got like semi-pro leagues with dudes that was home from overseas. I was actually doing really good in them leagues. I was like surprising myself. Okay. And I had never took my SAT, so that kind of screwed me. I was like really into girls. Okay. And nobody was really pushing me at the time because my mom had went through the death of my grandma, and she was going through a lot of her own. I didn't understand. So now at this age, like my grandma died when she was 61. And now it makes sense. And my 15, 16, 17-year-old self, I thought that was really old.
Right.
That's not old. I would hate that. I don't want to lose my parents at that age. So I understand what she went through.
I got you.
But yeah, so then I was going to CCP, and still working. I was a waiter at the time, doing all kinds of little odd jobs while still like, yo, I can get overseas. I remember I like went to like this temple at McGonigal High, this temple tryout for like overseas players.
Okay.
I was doing that, get paid money for that, and then at the time I couldn't afford college and my regular life at the same time. Listen, I literally gave blood at the YMCA at Broad Master to fill up my gas tank before. Like, so
it gets that real. Yeah.
And my boy, like I said, my boy Bruce Hart had already just joined. He's like, yo, they offering $20,000 to $60,000 signing bonuses.
Oh wow!
Plus, and they pay for college 100%.
Oh, you was a signing bonus soldier.
Telling me the kid is from Fifth New York, is you about to give me what?
Hell yeah!
So that did it. I was still skeptical on it. I picked that job mostly because my boy Bruce had that job already. So I was like, double bombs, okay.
See, I'm a couple years older than you, and it's funny to hear that because that when I was coming up, the Army was like a last resort kind of thing.
That's what it was
as well. Yeah, it was. We weren't raised to think soldier, police officer, like none of that stuff. It wasn't even on the menu when we was coming up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that you had a homie who was able to point you in the right direction. It says a lot for why you're all so tight now.
Right.
I get that. You know what I mean? I didn't know you was from Fifth of York either.
Fairhill Street. Hey. 2400 Fairhill. My whole family, mom and dad.
Yeah. 12 from Cumberland.
Yeah, see, you from right to Fairhill Projects, no?
Yeah. Yep. 4th floor.
Listen, I have to be on Hard Tramp. Come on now, baby. I play ball Hard Tramp. Listen, I used to play for this guy I don't know named Meatball. I heard his name is. I used to play for his basketball team. He sponsored the team.
I don't know. Some dude I never heard of named Meatball.
I think you're a rapper though.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now you was a baller. I didn't know you was doing all that semi-pro stuff. I didn't know that.
The semi-pro thing is essentially it sounds more prestigious than it really is. It's just like you can't play in that league without a basketball resume. So like I went all public in basketball for Mass Bomb.
Okay.
Like in 06. So I was okay. People knew me. Like so I mean, I'm not gonna say I was this great dude, but I could hold my own. Right. You know, I'm still from the city. Like in my mind, I was the best. Best around.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but that was like one of the last resorts. My dad told me he could possibly get me in a gas company, but he was like, "Yeah, you can be distribution." I was like, "What's that?" He said, "Oh, jackhammering and digging holes. Rain, sleet, hella snow." He was like, "It started at 15 an hour though." I remember thinking that, like, is that gonna be my life? And I was like,
digging this hole.
The Army give me all. I remember seeing them bulls in the full Carhartt in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Real. It's real. Like, I got a homie I used to work with at FedEx, and he had a girlfriend. They had been together for a few years, and she got a job with PGW or PWD. One of them, I think it was PGW. And I was driving a beer truck at the time, so I'm around like front and alley, and I'm turning the corner in my beer truck, and I look over and see this PGW crew working, digging a ditch, and it's like 4 dudes standing around a hole, and my man's girlfriend
halfway in the fucking hole.
Oh shit.
Right.
I called my man. I said, "Yo, when you gonna marry her?"
She working.
Yo, she work. Yo, she's doing a job I would never do, bro. I would never ever in my life do. I was like, "Yo, you need to marry that girl." They got married a couple years later.
Good.
Yeah, they did get married. He did make an honest woman out of
her.
When I say I was thrown back, I said, "Yo, is she in the fucking hole?" These dudes are standing around. That was crazy. So I can understand. Like, I mean, if you don't see that for yourself. I mean, especially when you come from dreaming of playing ball, dreaming of making music for a living. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. It could be a hard vision for yourself.
Yeah, man.
When it's time to come back down. Like I get that. I get it. I mean, I've had physical jobs on my way to what I do now. In between, you know, the dream and now I've fucked my shoulders up too. You know what I mean? Trying to earn a living. But when did law enforcement come into the picture for you?
About 2010. Again, my boy Hart. Listen, it's my brother. 2010. I didn't know if I was getting out or staying in because my contract. I was like, all right, my contract up in 2013. It was up in 2013, I believe it was. Yeah, 2013. and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was an Army recruiter at the time. They started making the job like unnecessarily difficult.
Okay.
Only because a couple people messed up.
Okay.
Like, there's no rule for something until somebody has somebody does something to make it a rule.
Break an unwritten rule. Yeah.
Like, long story short, a recruiter got caught with an underage girl in the government vehicle leaving the strip club and got into an accident and was drunk.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is, right there. That changed the game for every recruiter, pretty much in the whole Army. Like, they're like, damn, homie,
that'll do it.
You changed the game for everybody. Like, GPS is on the cars now.
Wow.
Log, like, you got to log where you going? How much mileage? Okay, got us. Yeah. So, and I was finishing up school a little bit, and I was like, I only joined to get college paid for and travel a little bit. Did it, had fun, met people. I was never planning on being a lifer in it. Okay. So. And I was thinking, what was we at? We had got activated to help out with a snowstorm in 10. And then the time to sign up for the police test, you only needed your email. Okay. Remember the email you come in for that little test where you look at the photos of the dude, that bullshit. So my boy Hart was like, yo, I'm thinking about do this cop shit. See, you out your mind, cuz. Like, we've never known a cop growing up. Fuck, who we look like? Like, what? Yeah. Like, you know what cop I did know growing up? Jay Reed.
Oh wow, really?
Because when I lived in Logan all through my high school years, it was 35th.
Yeah, talk about knowing a cop.
Right. Yeah. I'm not saying it was a bad knowing him, but I saw the way some of them be.
You don't leave a guy like that without some sort of impression.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's gonna make an impression on you.
Right. So
yeah, absolutely. I get that.
And but it's funny. I mean, we boys now, though. It's so funny.
Absolutely.
But I was like, I just didn't want to. I was like, I didn't want to be no cop. He's like, man, well, I know your email anyway. I'm signing you up. All right. So yeah, Harp, you gotta come on the show. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, bro, gotta come on the show.
Boy, put me down on there. Yeah. And then the next thing you know, a year later, me still trying to figure out my life, I get the email back. You know what I mean? I remember how long the process took back then.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I was like, my rank was really low. I didn't put my veteran preference, nothing. So I was ranked low. And I think at the time they went by, you know what I mean? Like whatever your rank was. I was like, they had 3,000 or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got to me. I went in, smoked the PT test, and I did the regular test. Then I remember my PT test was December 9th, 2011.
Okay.
So I remember it was cold as shit. And I was like, the faster I get this run done, the faster I'm done with this little PT test. Right. Did it. And sure enough, I started rolling through the process. I hit a snafu. Luckily, a similar person is from around Fairhill, York. Okay. Rochelle Bilal.
Enough said.
Hit a snafu in the process, and somebody was able to iron it out for me, and I ended up doing it. And the military with the GI Bill, they pay you while you in there. Okay. And lucky enough, I was still in the books as full-time Army for a little while in the academy.
That academy pay rate is
I took a crazy pay cut.
Yeah, me too.
So what also led to me, before I forget, I wanted to be a teacher, but I only wanted to teach in Philly public high schools. Okay. And the money I was making, my lifestyle adjusted to that income, and I couldn't take that pay cut.
I got you.
And I was like, and I applied for Border Patrol too, but they told me you got to go to Southwest, New Mexico, Texas.
I mean, that's where the border's at.
Right, but I applied for the customs part. It's the same test. Oh, okay. I was like, you select customs or border. I want to select custom. And I remember the email. The president is focusing all efforts to Southwest. Right. Like, damn, Obama.
Oh, wow. Like this. Yeah, see, you said you applied in 2010. I got in the academy. My anniversary is coming up, February 22nd, 2010. Graduated in November. So, and then they didn't hire at all for like 13 months. I walked the beat for like 13 months. It was like a freeze.
Yeah, I didn't start the academy until June of 12.
Right. Yeah.
We was only 23 people.
Yeah, and I was out in the 12th by then. So that whole time I was in the 25th.
We might have been on the same list.
Was waiting. I don't know.
Because they rushed us. They were like, because there was nobody in the academy with us for like 6 months. Because we were the last class of the old standards before they started.
We wasn't on the same list because my list was expiring in May of 2010.
Oh, so
I took the test in like 2009.
Oh, okay.
My list was expiring in May of 2010. Okay. And that was actually gonna be my last go round. Okay. I wasn't doing it again. I was going to nursing school if I was going to do anything. Okay. I was straight. I mean, I was cool where I was working at, delivering beer, but if I was gonna make a career change, I was going to college. That was my last go round.
Oh, I heard them Coke and beer drivers make a lot of money on the low.
I don't know. I did soda. I worked for Pepsi for 6 months. and I'll join the Marines before I do soda again.
Okay.
That is probably the worst job I ever had. Is easy, actually not even probably. It is easily the worst gig I ever had.
You had to deliver it, or you had to set up display joint?
We did everything. We had to make sales calls. This is one of the girls coming down. We had to make sales calls. We had to arrange how the truck got loaded. We had to take it out, deliver it, pick up old cases, collect money, stock shelves, build displays, did everything.
So they just now separated them jobs.
They separated those jobs after I left.
Okay, I'm about to see.
We was doing, and what was worse is because I was a new guy, and this is what made it the worst job ever. I was a new guy, so I didn't have my own route, so I would have to fill in for whoever was off. So if you was off, I had to do your route that week.
You like the part-time mail people; they'd be all over the place.
But the kicker is that it's a commission gig, right? You be salesmen, drivers, so you gonna be off next week. You got regular customers. Your customers buy next week's soda from you right now. Then I come around next week and can't sell no soda. You know what I mean? And the bosses is looking at me like I'm crazy. Damn. Why can't you sell no soda? Well, why can't you look and see that Clarence sold 2 weeks worth of soda last week? You know what I mean? Yeah, it was crazy. So my man playing from outer space, him, King Size, they was all working over at this beer distributor around the corner here at the time, and they got me in over there, and that was that. I worked there for like 6 years before I came on the job. So that's how I got in. I got in because I started kicking it. I ride motorcycles. We ride motorcycles, and you know all the cops ride motorcycles. So I just found myself around a shit ton of cops, and you know, started finding out what the job was really hitting for. You know what I mean? The opportunities, moving around, advancement, and different jobs. You could do any one of 1,000 jobs when you're a cop. So that's what piqued my interest. That's how I got in. But the idea of the military just never even crossed my mind. I went to culinary school, military. It never. I was set up for culinary school by October of my senior year. So it was like I knew what I was going to be doing. I didn't take the SAT either.
What high school did you go
to? Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't take the SAT either. I didn't do none of that stuff. I just skated my way through senior year, took my ass on out Pittsburgh and started cooking.
Damn.
And it never cooked again. After
you don't throw down at all no more? You still throw down sometimes?
Yeah, my daughter made me make her oodles and noodles every day. I was stressed. Like, what? Right. I gotta boil water?
I made a grilled cheese the other day. It was going out.
Yeah, it's hell,
Snuff
man.
butter?
Where all these dishes come from? Yeah, grilled cheese. Grilled cheese, you got 3 dirty pots and pans. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't got time for all that, man. But I'm sure they came through the mics. Your daughter's upstairs. My man's a girl dad.
That's right.
Girl dad's in the building. All y'all punks out there with your punk ass sons. All right.
Yeah, we got our daughters. They never gonna love y'all the same.
Now, as a girl, this is the real reason I wanted to talk to you, because you are a girl dad, a baller, and of the generation that actually grew up watching Kobe Bryant. Me and Kobe the same age, so
like you was around for the hype.
I was around.
You was around for the hype.
I was around. I actually went to culinary school with a guy named John. His last name's escaping me right now, but he's from the Lower Marion area, and he used to play ball against Kobe. So yeah, I was around for the train. You know what I mean? But you were around for like the greatness. And I wanted to get your take, because I know how I feel. I know how most of us girl dads feel on the whole crash and whatnot. And
man, it already. So this is the first celebrity death that ever bothered me. Like, honestly, like, you know, Mike died. That went with my mom shed a tear. They the same age. Michael Jackson is that third. But the Kobe thing, when I at first I heard it, it didn't seem real. I sat back. I'm like, damn. Then the text messages come in. daughter was there. Then it really hit me, and at the same time, I like just thought about the basketball tattoo I got on my shoulder. Then my daughter was right there with me. She's sitting there playing on her tablet with her foot on my shoulder, like she always do. Like you gotta girl dad.
Yeah.
Kids always gotta be touching you, one way or another. Girls gotta be touching her dad. Foot somewhere. And I was like thinking to myself, how would I look at her in them moments? Like just, and then like I felt my eyes watering. Like I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like,
I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine what the logistics is in a situation like that. Like, I don't know. I know my kid would be sitting next to me,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I mean, what do you? That's what runs through my mind over and over again is, what do you say? What do you do when that's happening? The sheer helplessness of it all is because, as much as I appreciate Kobe's talent and the effect that he's had on the world as an athlete and a performer and inspiration, ultimately it was the idea of being in a crashing aircraft with my daughter and knowing that I can't do anything. That's what hit me. It hits me multiple times a day. As like it's easily, I don't think I could go 10-20 minutes without fuck.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know what I can't. My daughter roller skates around the house. It drives me nuts because it's like, oh my god, like don't fall. Right? Are you serious? Like with the roller skates in the house, like you gotta chill. You know what I mean? The occasional stumble and it's like, yo, I can't take that. I can't watch her run. It drives me crazy.
My daughter's in swim school. Every single time she like slow down and want to get a breath, I'm like, I just hope this instructor grab her. Like,
see, I'm lucky because my daughter's scary. So my girls went to swim classes summer before last, and the little one, she backed out. She was like, that was the best. Okay.
So, let me tell you why my daughter's in swim school. June of last year, we go to my homegirl's pool up at the Summit Park in Dora. You know they got a diving board 12-foot side.
Wow. No, she didn't.
Listen to me. Listen to me. She didn't get on the diving board. She runs full speed. I'm like, that's the deep part. Jumps in.
Oh, wow.
I'm right behind her. I go to grab her. She popped right, you pop up immediately at first. I grab her. She says, get off me. I know how to swim. Wait. So luckily, I know how to swim. So I got her, and she liked too. Saving the adult and the kid, thank goodness. So I'm like, you don't know how to swim. She says, yes, I do. I learned it on Paw Patrol.
Yo. Oh, man.
100% what she said. And that same day, I put her in a life jacket. I don't remember. I put it on Facebook. She jumped off a diving board in a life jacket. And I want to see how fearless she was.
That's crazy.
She did it like multiple times. Kept wanting to do it.
That's crazy.
I was like, you know what?
I can't say
2
I'm
weeks
surprised.
later, she was from school.
I can't say I'm surprised because I just met her, and y'all walked up to the house, and she ran right up to me, like who was you? This is the house we're going to. Like she obviously don't have no fear. That's wild. She's 6. She wasn't even 6.
No, she's 5. She's 5 now. She's 5 now. She had just turned 5 when that happened. This is last summer. It's your birthday, May 29th. Nah,
she out of pocket. I mean, her daddy played with bombs and shit. So what is
right? But it's a level of fear that I didn't know my heart could feel.
This is John Wick's daughter we talking about here.
I'm running in flip flops on, just running.
Oh man, yeah, man. I know where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. I thought it was an interesting take to get on record because, like I said, you grew up. Like Kobe's your Mike.
Yeah, he is. I mean? As much as I remember Mike's last 2, but I was 10 and 11.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Kobe, I was debating at lunch tables. Yeah, like I remember
absolutely,
that. Like Kobe, like you know what I mean. I'm in the video game era playing with him.
Allen Iverson. Recently, somebody put up a clip of him talking about how He's like, I think people forgot.
Yeah, and this was like a year ago. He talked about that. He was at the dinner table.
Real? I thought that was new.
No, that was a year ago.
I thought that was new.
Nope, I shared that. That was a year ago.
Yeah, AI was like, yo, it's like motherfuckers forgot. Like y'all don't know who y'all talking about. Like Kobe, this boy was nice.
When I tell you what I loved about him was the cockiness with it. Because I went to a game in 10 when his last championship run. Me and my boy Manny got a courtside seats.
Okay.
It was one of the few times in my life I decided to do some ball out shit. But what we did was we waited till the last minute on Ticketmaster, okay? And got him for $700. It was still $700.
LMB.
But I wasn't paying.
Last minute balling.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't them $5,000 tickets.
Word.
But we were so close to him and Paul Gasol, you heard him telling people, like, you better fucking stick me.
Wow.
Like you know I'm about to get this to you. Like, he was a heavy shit talker and backed it up.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it was amazing.
I mean, he's been doing that since he was a little kid, though.
Yes.
He been balling. He been balling with professional ball players since he was a little kid. That's nothing new.
He was pretty much like a hybrid. He was made for. He was made for that.
And it's not often. I mean, you can only say that about a couple of guys.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get one or two of them a generation, and this is him.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the most influential players in my generation has been AI, Kobe, and Steph Curry. But Kobe, anytime he throws something in somewhere, it's Kobe.
Man.
Like my cousin called me because we do like coaching and stuff with some teams. He called me and we're talking about when we used to play. And remember, we you do a clutch foul shot, like it's like a little bit left on the clock, and you get the foul line. We always be like Kobe moment. That's it. Like you gotta own this job.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I never played ball or nothing like that, but I can understand and appreciate. I mean, just mastery of skill, and I mean, like there was never a time it was in doubt who he was going to be, and he was that and more. You know what I'm saying? And to go in such a fashion is just like, it's genuinely unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, we all know, especially in our line of work, we know death could come for you anytime. Nobody's immune. You know what I'm saying? But that is just, it's just unimaginable and mind blowing. It still scares the shit out of me. It scares the living shit out of me.
And I don't know if you followed him on social media, but the last 4 years, the way he was with his daughter,
oh my God,
it's been like, and then my daughter growing, you know, like this is another chapter of life for me now. Like, I was young, gung ho, not scared of death, nothing. Now I have a daughter, who I can talk to now. When she was a baby, you know, a lot of times people don't want to admit the baby phase ain't really much for guys. Yeah. So that baby smell weird, nice baby. Nah, wait for them to go to sleep. But when they can come to you with their problems, their issues, their endless questions, it changes the game. Yeah. It's like, all right, this person depends on me.
First of all,
I'm
this
who
is
they
a
look
person.
at. Like, this is a person, like, for real.
Yeah, this is my person.
That's me.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah, man, it's incredible. I feel like I instantly feel closer to him, like, and he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because especially because that's the thing that we have in common. I didn't have anything in common with Kobe.
Right, other than being a black man.
Other than being a black man, you know what I'm saying? But I've never been a baller. I haven't watched basketball since AI left Philly. Like, that was it for me. And sticking ball sports in general, that's it. That was it for me. I got into motorcycle racing around that time, and because I could do that, I did that.
Drag or sport?
Sport.
Oh, you crazy?
Road racing. Yeah, that's my twist.
That's tough.
So I was taking part in that. So that's where my attention went. So regular sports just went out. So I genuinely missed the Kobe era. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I didn't get to take part in that. But then watching him over the last few years and his relationship with Gigi and him taking part in her
everything. Exploring, like, he was everything, which is made it great.
I feel like I got closer to him. I found something in common with him from that angle. And then to find out they was on a helicopter together was just like, holy shit. Because I hate flying. I can't stand it. That's not true. I don't mind flying. I can't stand taking off and landing.
Okay.
I don't understand why flight landings are still so rough. It's 2020. Like, it's 2020 and we still landing the way we did in the 60s. It's violent and it's noisy.
It is. You been in a helicopter before?
No, I never been in a helicopter.
I don't like
Fuck
that. That's what I don't. It is the most. That's the most out of control I feel of my own life.
Yeah,
the 2 times I've been in a helicopter, I don't like it.
It's
like that one part of the roller coaster that never ends. It feels like when you go around, like that one part where you don't feel in control.
I can't imagine.
No, I'm not a helicopter guy.
Nah, that's wild. That's wild. Hey, you never thought about no jumping and nothing like that? You ever like paratrooper and shit like that?
No. For one, you have to do a night water jump. That's one.
You don't even know when you're gonna hit the ground.
Exactly.
Well, hit the water.
So you go down to the base where they do the airborne school down Fort Bragg, North Carolina. People that's in the airborne side, every other person got a boot on their ankle or on crutches.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because you hit the ground really hard and really fast.
Yeah.
You know they jump out at low altitude because you go into battle really quick. You got to be in the air, not enough time to get killed, to shot out of air.
Right.
So that's why they shoots come out as soon as they jump out.
Fuck that.
But a night water jump with all that gear on, so you got to know when to unshackle yourself, swim, use your bag as a flotation, and you have your weapon on you. So you got a big ass rifle
so what's
on you.
What's the deal with the weapons? Are they waterproof? They function wet?
They do, until you better make sure you dry them though. Because they will rust, like they not like AK. We're still using weapons from Vietnam era. We need new weapons.
Is that y'all still using the M3?
The M4. Mm-hmm. That was the M4A1. We're up to the M4 M4A2.
Wow. And y'all out there kicking the bombs with the
right.
They fucking kick the bomb with the man. Nah. You gotta like move over to Space Force or something.
I was thinking about that. That was gonna keep me in. You know, my contract is almost up in the Army. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, can you like lateral over to the Space Force?
I could. I gotta take another test or something. I think I'm smart enough though.
You can pull it off.
And
That's crazy.
And he made the joint look like the Star Trek sign too. He just straight bit that joint.
Dude, I feel like we in a sitcom, yo.
Literally, like since 2016. Yeah. It's satire. The whole thing.
The motherfucker said Space Force, and they actually doing that shit.
He did it.
They actually doing it. A new patch.
They did it.
This is scary.
They just dropped the uniforms for it.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, nah, you contract up. Your contract up, come on out.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to close that book.
And fuck that shit, bro. Yo, I thank you for coming, man.
Listen, I'm
this has
glad
been a lot of
came.
fun. I'm gonna need you to come back for sure. Mm-hmm. We'll do this again. This has been a shit ton of fun. I thank you. Is there anybody you want to shout out to? I'm from the 90s. We do shout outs. I'm from the shout out era. I don't know if you want to holler at anybody.
Shout out my boys. My boy Dan, my man Brian.
Young cats don't know. Y'all don't know how to shout people out. Man, look, AOTP, Outer Space, at Vinny Paz, the whole crew. Cinema 7 Records, Ha for Hire. Word is what.
Right.
See what I mean?
You got to roll it. Wait, shout out to the legendary Black Ice, Lamar Manson.
Now we talking. Now we talking. Your cousin, the legendary Black Ice.
He's over in Amsterdam now. See, they pay more for the arts over there.
Of course. Yes.
Everybody want to do stuff off the muscle over here. Like,
bless.
He said, this is my job. I can't keep doing shit for free. He's low key one of the funniest dudes I've ever met.
He's
only
low key.
He's only a little bit older than you. I don't know if you ever met him.
Nah, I have seen him perform though.
He's let me, when I was a kid before he let me come, gave me free tickets to the Def Poetry when they came to the Kimmel Center. Got to meet Mos Def and all of them.
Oh, wow.
And I had this little throwaway Polaroid camera that I lost the day of, right? Listen, I took this girl with me and everything. I'm 17. We in that joint.
You was balling.
Couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. My Rockaware on, everything. I lose the camera, and there's no social media. Nobody in high school believed me that's my cousin that's on HBO on Def Poetry.
I believe it because y'all got the same last name and midnight ass complexion. I know y'all related.
He'll be in Philly next week. I think he may be doing something.
That's what's up. Let me know.
I will. Yeah. He always do something when he in Philly. He gonna be in Philly on I think the weekend of the 9th.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thanks again for coming out, bro. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your service, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
My man. Listen, y'all, this has been the Arnell Agenda. I appreciate y'all time and y'all attention. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And whatever you do good first. All right? Peace.